Hello, Taurus. Today when I sat down to do your reading, I was meditating on the cards before I started, and I felt this deep sense of calm and tranquility and peace and pleasure in that. It felt really good to be so relaxed. I felt a sense of surrender, and that led to a sense of serenity. And when I was shuffling before I pressed record, I got the Knight of Pentacles. And to me, it just confirmed that taking it easy, taking it slow, somebody's just taking it easy. I feel like I'm connecting to a very archetypal Taurus energy of taking it easy, being very slow, and enjoying it. Because Taurus is the slowest of all the energies of the zodiac. It is the archetype of being very slow and steady and not moving at all, just sitting still. Sitting still. Sometimes I get the image of a very large boulder or a rock or like a cliff face even. It takes a lot to make a boulder move, to get the boulder moving. And some people criticize the boulder. They go up to the boulder and they're like, you're just sitting there, you know? But that's the boulder's wisdom, the wisdom of the rock, the wisdom of the cliff face, the largest rock you can imagine. The earth itself, not just a mountain or a mountain range, but more than that, the whole continent. I'm seeing earth from the point of view of space, like seeing earth in outer space right now. And that whole energy of just like, it's a giant rock, if you think about it, right? You can think of it that way. It's a big rock in outer space. Of course, it's more complicated than that because it's got so much gravity. And that's Taurus. Taurus is gravity and solidity and being material. So I feel like indulging right now. I feel like I'm connecting with somebody who is indulging in quiet, peaceful rest. Being completely at rest, totally solid, and enjoying it very much. Feels so good right now. There's such pleasure there. To love that part of yourself, to love being a Taurus, to love that relaxed sensuality of enjoying your senses, pleasure in the senses. That is so classic Taurus. Being ruled by Venus, the Empress, relaxing, lounging. Somebody is just lounging. I feel like I just want to lay down on my pillows. And this is the energy that I connected to as soon as I started your reading. So it's like I'm talking to somebody who just like, you get so much pleasure out of surrendering to serendipity. Serenity is what I really mean. Yeah, but the serendipity is a part of it too. And it's almost like there's this portal opening up. Okay, so your cards today are the Two of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. When you love what you do, and you do it so well, and it feels so good, and you pull something off, there's the Knight of Pentacles. This is about what fulfills you. This is about what type of work suits you, pays you, fulfills you, fulfilling all your expectations and checking all of your boxes. So there is this intense conviction in the face of adversity or challenge, represented by the Seven of Wands. And I'm very curious, is this a disturbance in the force? Is this, what is this Seven of Cups here as well? Part of this is about seeing a situation for what it really is. It's disillusioning. I keep coming back to the sense of surrender. In the context of disillusionment, surrender would be like letting go of the way that you used to feel about something. Letting go of the way that you feel about a situation. Letting something go that is not based in reality. Letting go of a false belief. Yeah. Disillusionment, surrendering to the disillusionment means allowing false beliefs, negative expectations, or false, especially, I just mean like ones that are not based in reality, really. Unrealistic expectations. Untrue. So maybe you feel a certain way about something. You have a certain opinion about it. Or you're confused about the situation, maybe. You get clarity. You get more information. You come into a sense of correct feeling, balancing your emotions. Finding a peaceful place, peaceful resolution, or you're no longer confused. You get the clarity that you need. You see the situation for what it is. You're no longer living in any kind of illusions about it. Maybe you thought a certain way or you felt a certain way, but the reality of the situation is a different way, right? It doesn't support, you can't continue to feel and think these things if you're living in truth. If you're living in truth, then you feel a different kind of way. You now can look back on the past. You can look back on what happened or the situation or the feelings that you used to have and see it from a different place, from a higher place, from a higher perspective. See it from a more enlightened perspective. See it for what it is, from a more enlightened perspective. Because you now have access to that emotional and intellectual clarity, that information, that confirmation, whatever it was that you needed. I see you're able to pull something off, and you may have a partner. This is something that is very meaningful to you. It's important to your heart and soul. This is what you put your heart and soul into. Oh, there's the Hanged Man. Okay, so this is how I feel about your entire message today, Taurus. Eventually, as you get clarity on a situation, as you pull something off, as it all comes together in this new pursuit, perhaps a new relationship, yeah, over time. Or it's like reading a book. I'm getting this image of reading a book. And eventually you get to a place in the book where you know the story. And maybe you can even predict what's coming next. Or you finish the book and now you know that story. You know how it ends. You know what happens. This is like an analogy. I feel like, okay, so like before you read the book, you didn't know what was in it. Maybe other people told you what they thought was in it, what they read. They could have told you what they read. They could have given you their opinion about it, whatever. But you, in this Page of Pentacles energy, are reading a book for the first time. Or you're doing something for the first time. It's something new. But we're sticking to the analogy. It's like you're reading this new book. You don't know what's in it. until after you've read it, right? Now, after you read the book, you see the book clearly. Anything anybody told you about it that wasn't true, now you see the truth. You read the book for yourself and you realize something somebody told you about the book wasn't true, or that was their opinion. So yeah, somebody told you something. Maybe it was about this person, this relationship. I don't know. It looks like you're pulling something off, okay? It has to do with this relationship. It could be something new. And there was always this sense of surrender, and now we've got the Hanged Man. So what does it all mean? Eventually, you see the truth about something. You get clarity on something. Temperance card, it means in the right timing, in time. It's confirming with, like, the Knight of Pentacles talks about long-term, longevity, plans, over time, slow and steady. I was feeling that, saw that. Getting clarity, disillusionment, you know, making a choice, seeing it through, seeing something through despite the confusion, despite not knowing, and being confused, like having incorrect information, right? Then you get the correct information. Now you can see things differently from a different perspective in the right timing. And this brings you into divine timing. This brings you into being in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing, understanding it correctly in order to see things differently, let something go, surrender to your path. This is important to your work, your life's mission, your quest, right? With the Knight of Pentacles, this is like, I get questing. It's something that you're going for. You're working on it. It's what you want. It's what you need to do with your life. You feel, I get the sense that it's more than just a day job or a day-to-day, a 9 to 5, like boring kind of thing. Although the boring kind of, 9 to 5 could be a vehicle to get you where you need to go. I get the sense that this is more about like deeper work than that, spiritual work, creative artwork, music, something that you put your heart and soul into, what you're writing, what you're doing, maybe even behind the scenes a little bit. Something that you really feel quite passionate about. It's not normal passion. It's like, hold on. Okay, no, I'm being told to leave it there. There's more earth sign energy. That's Taurus energy. Okay. I have to leave it there. All right. Okay, I can do that. So should I recap a little bit? Yeah, there's something you feel really passionate about it. You're pulling it off. This may be something new for you. It could definitely have something to do with a soulmate type love situation, relationship. These two people, I can't ignore that. But I liked that calm energy we started with today. I really liked that. It felt so grounded. Yeah, King of Pentacles is here. It's about your stability. It's about your practicality. It's about your relaxation. Not having to worry about money anymore. Not worried about it? Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, because maybe you didn't know if this was going to work. You weren't sure. You couldn't have been sure. You were uncertain about whether or not your plan was going to work. If you were going to pull it off. You're not sure. Yeah, you're like, long term, am I going to pull this off? I don't know, but I'm going to work on it. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to go with the flow. I'm going to, surrendering to the path opens up the next step. So I see, yeah, I just feel like that's important. This is something that is very emotionally important to you, fulfilling and satisfying on an emotional and spiritual level. This is about your connection with yourself, your self-love, and also your love of others and how you share your love that you generate within yourself in relationships with other people and with what you do on a day-to-day. A new course of study, a new job opportunity, a new career, a new something here that it's got to do with your health and your finances, and you're making money off of this. You're doing something new and you don't know how it's going to turn out. but you're going for it anyway. You're also cultivating this inner peace, this surrender, this like acceptance of what is. And this is what's opening up. I think this profound acceptance, self-acceptance, acceptance of your circumstances, and there's like, yeah, that serenity. It gives you a new perspective. Being so serene, just letting something go, letting it go, letting it play out the way it's going to. This is what opens up that portal for you. This is what elevates you into that new space of serenity and path forward. This is what reveals the path forward for you. Yeah, from that place of inner peace, you now see a way forward. And you pull it off. Like, it's almost like you're working for this opportunity. You're working towards this manifestation, taking action towards it. This is something you have established or been, working on. It's very practical. I definitely get a money vibe off of this, or it's about your lifestyle or your stability. It's about that Taurus energy, that like rock solid, so solid, immovable, gravity and weight and just groundedness, total groundedness. That's what this is all about today. And it's that sort of heavy groundedness. I think you're worried. I think I get somebody who's worried about pulling it off at the same time that they are surrendering to this and going with the flow, and whatever will be, will be. There is this sense of uncertainty, and that can cause some questioning and maybe even anxiety because of the uncertainty. But you're working through it. You're working through the shadow side of your own psychology and your own spirituality, your own soul or sense of self, or aura is what I'm trying to say. It's like simultaneously I get that you are doing the shadow work and surrendering, which is pretty much the same thing, actually. This inner peace and this surrender and acceptance is all part of that, because it takes power away from your triggers and your weapons and your anger and anxiety. Okay, so being so serene takes power away from anxiety. It can't shake you anymore. The fear doesn't hit you the same anymore. The challenge, the trigger is not as powerful. It doesn't have the power over you when you are immovable. You can't be shaken. You can't be moved. Nothing pushes you. You're so serene that nothing moves you. And that's great. This is a source of endurance. This power is enduring. And so this is like a spiritual message, I think. It's financial and it's spiritual. Because I get the sense that financial health and physical well-being, wealth and well-being, it's downstream from spiritual health and spiritual well-being and the peace of your soul. So if you have that inner peace and that inner tranquility where nothing can move you and nothing can push you in a negative way, right? Like, you still care. You can be emotionally moved and impacted by something, right? You can chip away at a rock. You can hit it with some dynamite and you can destroy it. It's not like it's, yeah, it's not like it's impenetrable, but it's so solid that normally all those little things, like, don't stress the small stuff is part of this message. Like, you're not stressing the small stuff at all. The little day-to-day things, it's like they don't touch you the same way that maybe in the past it would have. Or that's what this is leading you to. This serenity within yourself is stabilizing you. It's causing you to be more stable in your physical and financial health and well-being. So that inner peace is leading to external riches and wealth. And So yeah, you're doing that shadow work, you're doing that spirituality work, you're finding that peace within yourself. There's still some uncertainty about long-term goals working out, but yeah, like still with the Empress being here, again, we were talking about her in the beginning, so it's bringing us back to the beginning with all of this. I see you very abundant, very relaxed. The best thing about having money is not having to worry about money. And you just, everything's taken care of. If everything's taken care of, you can just relax. So that's what I'm getting. Like, everything's taken care of. You can just relax in this. Is that what you're working for? Yeah, you're pulling it off. That's what you've been working for, and you're pulling it off. It's like your own effort because of this effort, because of this work that you've done. And I get that a lot of the work is internal, it's spiritual, it's to do with your emotional well-being. You're working on yourself, working on loving yourself, taking care of yourself, being at ease in your own skin, yeah, comfortable in your own skin. And that's that comfort. It's like, you know how to just let go of the tension in all of your muscles. Like, lay down on the floor. I get somebody who meditates or does yoga, and you're laying on the floor and just, you've done your yoga routine. And now you're releasing the tension in your feet, in your legs, in your body, your hips, your back, everything, your shoulders, your arms, your face. You just let go of all the tension in all of your muscles, and you just relax, and you just float downstream in life and time and space for just like 10-15 minutes. And this is so refreshing that you are able to handle the daily stresses. You release the daily stress, the tension. It's gone. You give yourself a break at night, you know, in bed, like when you're sleeping, when you're doing yoga. Like, I get that somebody here, my Taurus here that I'm talking to, is integrating relaxation and tension release, stress release into their daily routine. And it's so good for you. Like, it's so good for your health. And it's good for your money too. I'm seeing like really good soil. It creates really nutritious soil to plant your seeds, nutrients in the soil. And then from there, being so serene and so unshakable and so solid within yourself, now your lifestyle is more stable and solid and peaceful. And things are taken care of, and you don't have to worry so much because you're not worried so much. Because you're not worrying about it, you're not going to have to worry about it. I love that. Is that everything? Yeah. That's everything. Floating downstream. Queen of Cups, yeah. Water signs. I got water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Libra, Leo, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Earth signs, Capricorn, Virgo. Okay, that's what I've got for you today, Taurus. I hope this was helpful. I hope it was of service to you. If you enjoyed this and you'd like a personal reading, my email's in the description box below. You can email me. I'll let you know how it works. You let me know what you need. But in any case, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one, okay? Bye.